And welcome back to Holden's Golden Age of Wargaming, and we are on turn 5 of the Battle of Ravenna, the April 11th, 1512, and it is now 10 a.m. in the morning. We are basically, we have our line. The French are coming down, but they're not coming down in an organized manner from what I can tell. So we are possibly going to do 2 turns in this video because I think there's not much point. Well, I might do something about these skirmishers here, but there's not much point in us advancing or doing too much here. We're just going to basically fire away at the French forces that we do have in front of us and let them come to us. We might use these guys here. We might start coming up and around. I am watching this cavalry, but I also don't think I want to really. I mean, our cavalry, we have some dragoons, but they're armed with crossbows, right? Yeah. And these guys are armed with javelin spears or just good old javelins. So they're really not meant to. They're just meant to harass or come in behind an enemy unit. They're not meant to do a charge into the enemy by any means. So I'm thinking I'm just going to hold off on doing anything with them. We'll see what they do here. We'd like to react to what they do. Because if this is the case, if we're just having these forces coming down with these forces way behind, well, I don't think we're going to have to do too much maneuvering here this time. So the very first thing we'll do is we'll do our artillery. And that's what I was talking about. See the Falcons, how they're grayed out? I do believe that is because, hey, let's do our good old Shift F, which shows us our firing arcs. And I did find that, hey, that is in the user interface. Right here. Fire range. Shift F. So I just hadn't seen it yet. Was it always there? Or has that been added since a couple years ago when I was playing before? I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to go Control A, and we'll go with the Sackers right here. We have all 6 guns, and we're either going to fire. We'll fire probably at these guys here because they are not disordered. So let's see if we can shake them up. And I think I'm keep looking to see if something's disordered, but maybe someone can correct me on that, but I guess that doesn't actually happen until after the turn. It doesn't happen while I fire. I'm not quite sure on that. I'll keep checking it just to. I'm not 100% positive. So we're going to fire at the ones that are not disorganized. Let's see what we can do at a range of 3. And we get 8 men. Alright, so next we have the demi-culverins right here. And Shift F. Okay, now this force up here is not skirmishers. These guys, also crossbowmen, but I do believe that they're at a range of 5. And once again, if we look, this is what? A demi-culverin. We're still just outside of our effective range, but we'll give these guys a shot. Why not? And we get 8 men. Alright, and these are our culverins. So what do we have here? Disorder. These look like they're all crossbowmen. And arquebus. These do not look like we have any pike. Which makes sense, I guess. The pike would be slower, wouldn't they? But this is kind of they just kind of ran down here to get shot up by us. So kind of like this one has a commander. So let's go after that one again. Let's go after this one again. And we have a range of 6. Yeah, we'll go after this one. Whoa, that's more like it. 31 men. How do you like them apples? Alright, Control A. We got some demi-culverins. And these guys, as we know, just don't have the range. But we'll still fire. I'm wondering. Well, I mean, is the range the same? 7 and 7. Yeah, we'll really concentrate on this leader's unit, I guess. Yeah, not nearly as good. But this is a culverin again. Range of 8. Well, if those guys aren't disordered, I don't know what. What do we got to do? Control A. And we finally have these demi-culverins here. Oops, Control A. Alright, now I'm starting to think... We unfortunately have this marsh here. But it'd be almost nice to bring these guys up to a little bit further, because we're just not getting any French coming down this way. They're all staying over here by the road. So these poor demi-culverins here, they're not really going to be that effective. But we will fire them one more time here. Yeah, see, I kind of like to bring these guns here up a bit, but we'll hold off and see what that cavalry is going to do a little bit longer. All right, and we know the Falcons can't fire at anything. So then we have everything's pretty much set up here. I think in the earlier videos I was saying that the supply wagons had to be within 6 hexes to resupply. Well, I've been going over the rule book again, and it's actually 5 hexes. 5 hexes. They have to be within 5 hexes of whoever they're going to resupply. So I will correct that now. Now these guys here, we have crossbowmen and arquebus. I don't really see the point. I like to come up here, I think. So we're just going to keep on moving. We're going to keep on moving right to there. Now we are getting a little bit behind here, so let's just, what are we doing here? Move them up. And then these guys, I guess we can turn that Shift F off. They'll move up this way. Problem is they're very slow. And then we're going to move this, we'll move this cavalry over this way. Yeah, I think that's good. And our army commander's good. We fired all our guns. I don't want to move up out of the line for now. We have our reserves. Basically, we just want to kind of fix this. So we could either just move this entire force up. These swordsmen. What have we got here? Crossbowmen. Or we can move our skirmishers back. Say hell with it. Let's do that. I think so. Let's move back to the parent unit. Now, I'm not sure how you put them back. Control S. Let's find out. Control S. Well, look at that. Well, so we went up. We're not too scared now. The arquebus, once again, though, I don't want to fire at a range of 2. We want to wait till they're a range of 1. And, yeah, I think we're ready to hit end turn. So I think I will do 2 turns this video. Why not? So we'll close this out. There's no melee. We didn't move our cavalry because we're trying to wait to see what they do. Let's zoom out a little bit here. And let's hit the turn. And let's see what the French do. They're moving down more skirmishers. A lot more skirmishers here. And we're going to fire at them. That's absolutely fine by me. Okay, come on down so we can get even closer. Alright. We're within 1 range of our arquebus there. Now here's their cavalry. And their cavalry is moving directly down towards our line. They're kind of ignoring our cavalry, aren't they? Whoa, 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 whoa. What are these guys doing? Oh, they killed 4 of our arquebus, sons of 9 men. That's just wrong. Okay, what's going on here now? We have arquebus sitting inside the wall city. We have a high gate. If we go up and view our map combat modifiers, so anything that attacks in here is going to be minus 35, minus 25% to their attack. But I guess that is giving us a time limit, isn't it? I wonder why they're not firing at us. Weird. Okay, let's turn off the map combat modifiers. All right. Interesting. Those cannons. Those guns. That looks real nice, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Now, I think it's only infantry, though, that can take guns. But, we do have our dragoons that could get off their horses and capture those, that artillery. That's all right, but first, let's go down here. As always, we'll start with our artillery. So, here we go. So we have 2 sackers. And we have these guys here. They're both disordered, but there's like 500 and some men here. And that's at a range of 2 hexes. Alt-tab, sacker. Oh no, it's actually the parameter data. Well, we know it's going to be better than 3 or 4, aren't we? So I think we're going to fire at these guys right now. And we'll fire at, wait a minute. I'm not sure. The arquebus to the crossbowmen. I guess we'll fire at the bigger group. So that would be these guys. Oh man, that's gotta hurt, right? It's gotta hurt. And then we're sitting right here. I don't want to break our line. Man. Anyways, let's finish with the artillery. So we have demi-culverins here. And once again up here we have, wow, 400 men, eh? We can't have that. Let's see if we had a range of 3. This should be a little better for those demi-culverins. Let's see what we do. Yeah, you know what? There's a huge difference. I guess those are sackers, weren't they? Weird. Well, let's go after the let's go after those crossbowmen, I guess. What's this actually? Arquebus and more crossbowmen. These guys aren't disordered, whereas these guys both are. All right. Oh, wait a minute. We can't go after them anyways because we're facing this way. So if we go Shift F, we see that this is all we can fire at. So we'll go after these guys. Why not? Man, that's gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt. Next, Control A, demi-culverins. Right here. Well, we're going after these guys, and it was the second one, right? Yeah, second one that we want to fire at. We'll try to disorder them as well. 17 men. And then we have one more culverins. This should hurt. This should hurt. Alright. And these guys. Well, we might as well go after them as well, even through the range. It's outside of our effective range, but we're still going for it. And finally, the Falcons. Well, we know. Should we turn them? What is their 3 to 900, 300, 1, 2. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I think we're going to leave it there. I think they're going to come down into this area. So let's leave the Falcons here. We might even want to shift these demi-culverins back to the right as well eventually. Okay, so now we're going to hold the line, but these guys are in 1 hex range, so we're going to fire at these skirmishers. Yes, we are. 5 more men. And I'm very tempted, but if we attack and push them out, we come out of the line. And I'm not big on that. So I think we're just going to stay put. I'm going to try to hold the line for now. There's no reason to get excited. All right. let's take off the Shift F. So, what do we have here? Now we do have cavalry coming down. I don't necessarily like that. I don't necessarily like that, but we have our heavy cavalry here as well. So let's just... and let's turn them. Alright, that's 4 movements. They can go one more. And then these guys can come up. Just like that. So there we go. So we're there to support. I'd like to get in behind these guys. I would. Halberd. So this is really our melee units. Now we could move into the marsh. It gives us a 10% defense bonus. But really the whole point of these guys coming up like this is to kind of come in behind the enemy. But perhaps that's a bad idea. Perhaps that's a bad idea. We're just going to go here for now. And here. We'll just hold there. And then these guys, crossbowmen, I think they're just going to... I think we're just going to sit here on the line. In fact, I should move the supply cart back one. That would be smart, wouldn't it? We'll just leave them there. Here's a question. Can these guys resupply Spanish troops? I'm not sure. I'm sure it's in the rulebook somewhere. The rulebook, it's a good rulebook, but there's a lot of information, and I read it over and over again, starting at different parts through it, because after a while my eyes glaze over. I have a bad case of ADHD when it comes to reading rulebooks still. But I have been picking up a lot of stuff, and hopefully I'm getting there. Hopefully I'm starting to feel, at least I think I'm starting to feel comfortable with this system. So the cavalry. Now, do we push up and try to take those guns? What do we all have here? Well, these guys look mean. They look like they have, is that a sword? And we have some cavalry. But there's no point in not doing anything with our... so let's control or Q. So now, if I have them all together like this and I go shift and move up one, movement exceeds maximum counter limitation. So I obviously am not moving with all of them. How about if I do you? What happens if I do you? Aha! Aha! That makes things a lot quicker. Let's, I'd like to take these guns. I really would. And we need the dragoons to do that. So let's move up. How we can't quite make it there. That's putting us quite a bit. We're in behind their cavalry now. I mean, they got to react to that, right? But maybe not. I'll go in and take those guns if they don't. And that supply wagon, that'd be a nice target too. These are just 100. Looks like they're just skirmishing units themselves. So, do I push it anymore? Do I push it anymore? What's this? Those are just crossbowmen. Jeez, I mean, this is all kind of ripe for the taking, isn't it? Do I go any further? Let's wait and see. I'm not in a huge rush with this cavalry. And I mean, if we view our info and we go to victory, I mean, we're already at 91 points. So to get a minor victory or a minor defeat for side A is them. We're playing side B, of course. So I think we get them to 300 minus 300, and we get a minor victory basically. So we're already well on our way, and we still have what? 19 turns left in stereo, so I'm not too worried about it right now. I'm not too worried, so we're just gonna, that's what we're gonna do for this time. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Jeez, I sure hope I'm not. So we're gonna hit the end turn. We'll end the video watching what the French do and have a quick chat about how much trouble we're in. All right, here we go. We aren't going to melee. I am tempted. These pikemen are in block. They could hit that skirmisher. But I think we push them out and we come up and we go out of line. And I don't really want to do that. So we're not going to. We'll just sit there. We'll just sit there. Here we go. Well, automatically I see there's a bunch of routed French units. Let's see what else happens. I'll zoom out one here so we can see. Oh, that's... see, that's our arquebus is firing in range of 2. I would never do that myself. Or that. But that's what happens, right? That's what happens. What are they doing? What are you doing? More stuff's coming down. Cavalry. Interesting. Just ignoring mine. Oh. So they're going to come after these guys, aren't they? Oh, we have turn. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. What are these guns doing? Crossbowmen attacking us. 3 men down. Yeah. I hope we fire back here. Fire back. No. No effect. Yeah, it's because we're trying to fire through a wall. Melee. And 1 unit has recovered all fatigue out of 1 unit's checked. Yeah, that was these guys down here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was our swordsmen. So they're back to fatigue of 0. Well, interesting. Okay, so it looks like I'm a little worried about the cavalry here, but we have our heavy cavalry here. We could definitely... I mean, I think these guys are medium, and this is a heavy, if I remember, from playing the a previous scenario. And I know that's a heavy. But, yeah, these are lights. I know that. But we have 675 heavy cavalry sitting here. So bring it on. Bring it on. And now these guys are beautifully arrayed in front of our guns. So that's awesome. So we'll be able to, and then we have already have some routes. So what do we got for, let's view our victory now. Ooh, actually they got 3 points back. So we're sitting at a draw right now. That's fine. We'll get it to a minor defeat for them in no time, I have a feeling. Okay, so yeah, what do I do here? I think these cavalry needs to go after this because I don't like this at all. We're going to have to probably take a look at these units here. Maybe pull these guys down. Our guns are going to keep firing. We're going to keep holding the line. We'll definitely take some shots here. And that will be for next time with turn 8 of the Battle of Ravenna. Until then, take care, everybody, and have a great day.